What is up, guys, and welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I am so excited. You know we're launching career mode. Let's get right into it. So here's the trailer. This is LA. There's aerial firefighting, search and rescue missions with the helicopters. Oil rigs are in the game. Okay, we're gonna skip this. I don't need to see this. So, Rise of a Pilot. Choose any location in the world where you want to start your career. And we are going to start at my hometown airport. It's gonna take a second. These are helipads. So this is really cool. Every helicopter pad in the game. So I live here. So these three are hospitals. Helicopter pad at UCSD, helicopter pad at Scripps Mercy, and helicopter pad at the Naval Hospital. This is a helicopter pad at the Coast Guard base. Helicopter pad at Rady Children's and Sharp Memorial. Guys, this is cool stuff. So I want to pick. We're here. This airport. So it's not gonna let me pick. This airport. I'll turn the audio down just a bit. It's not letting me pick this airport. Pick this one. Pick a bunch of these. I wanted to start at my own airport. Well, can't. So I guess we'll start our pilot career in Ramona, California. Here we go. Here we are.
Hello there. You must be Fofister, right?
Yes.
Welcome to Ramona. I'm Tex, the owner of this aero club. Here at the club, we provide all the training lessons you need to get started and earn your Then, once you've earned your PPL, but before any of that, let's head outside.
Alright, so we are introduced to Tex. He's the owner of this FBO here in Ramona.
Welcome to the apron. This is where all our flying adventures begin. Why don't you walk around a bit while I finish the pre-flight preparations?
Alright. So we can. Oh, Jesus Christ. We're gonna do this on controller because
Today we will be flying in a Cessna 172 Skyhawk. It's the main trainer airplane in our flight school. Our Cessna's got a glass cockpit and a 180 horsepower engine, climbs well, and is easy to fly. It's one sweet ride. I'm ready if you are, so hop in and buckle up. Let the good times roll. Welcome aboard. While you settle in, let's go over our flight plan. After taking off, we will climb to 2,900 feet above sea level, and then fly over the airport to enjoy the view.
Okay.
Ready? Why don't you start the engine for us?
Alright, so we need to press right bumper and down on the D-pad to complete the startup. Alright, that was easy. Engine is starting.
Perfect. The wind is from 270 degrees direction with a speed of 9 knots, so we'll be taking off from runway 27. Okay, let me taxi to the runway.
So, he is taxiing. Is he flying or am I flying? Okay, I'm flying.
Alright, now comes the fun part. After releasing the brakes and applying full power, we will speed up and take off once we reach 60 knots airspeed. We will be climbing at 75 knots, which is the recommended climbing speed for the Cessna Skyhawk. While climbing, we will follow a left-hand traffic pattern and make 2 turns.
Okay.
Don't worry if it sounds overwhelming. I am here to help. Release the parking brakes, otherwise we're not going anywhere.
Okay. So the parking brake is
Ready for
different.
takeoff? Apply full power to get us moving.
Parking brake button is different. It might be a career mode thing.
You
But I
handle
remember
the
it
yoke,
being
and
left
I'll
on
take care of the
D-pad.
pedals, steering the aircraft on the runway during takeoff.
Okay, so he's the mentor's gonna do that. Alright, so we just reached 30 knots.
We have reached 55 knots. Pull the yoke a little bit to lift off. Perfect climbing attitude and speed. I see you know what you're doing. We are 300 feet above the ground. I will retract the flaps. You keep climbing. We are approaching our first turn. As you'll see, the Cessna 172 requires very little yoke movement to turn.
Little out of the
Keep climbing and prepare for the next turn. Okay, turn left again. We are almost there. Remember, we need to climb to 2,900 feet. It will keep us 500 feet above the traffic pattern.
2400 is the traffic pattern. We're not in the traffic pattern, we're in a whole pattern, so we want to be above the traffic pattern.
I love the weather today. The clouds are beautiful, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
There we are, 2,900 feet above sea level and 500 feet above the traffic pattern. We have safe separation with the other airplanes. Look around, see our airport? Let's fly over it. Excellent. I know that you're busy navigating and controlling the plane, but don't forget to enjoy the view.
A little flyover airport. We are a little high.
have a talent for piloting. I hope you enjoyed the flight. Let's head back to the ground now.
Alright, mission success.
I'm glad that we flew together today. This might be the first chapter in your pilot's journey, if you want to embark on it. Let's catch up at our headquarters.
We got achievement.
You seem comfortable out there. I'm sure you will get your PPL in no time.
Alright, so we're going to...
There's a laptop
Move
in the
on.
office that shows all the certification information you'll need for your PPL exam. Take a look.
Alright, so we can go to the certification to pass our PPL
Here you can see
exam.
all the different certifications you can pass throughout your career. Your first step is to work towards your private pilot license.
So private pilot license allows us to fly an airplane without anybody else. Then we can get a commercial pilot license for an airplane. That is what we'll need if we want to do charters. This is all helicopters. We don't really want helicopters. But
All the
this
training
is
lessons
our
you'll
PPL.
need to pass the PPL exam are available here. Make sure you're comfortable with these before taking the exam.
So, private pilot license is here. So these are training lessons. I don't really need any of these. Power settings, maneuvers, pre-flight, taxiing, takeoff. Landing. We're gonna do a landing training session really quick because I do need to learn how to land. So we're going to start on final approach, flare and deceleration, in-flight, and then ground deceleration. So we want to manage speed and glide path on the final approach, flare the aircraft to touchdown smoothly, brake after landing to end the flight safely. We're going to do our training. And we're back. Alright, we're here.
My first instructor used to say, the best part of flying is landing in one piece. Today, you're in charge of bringing us in for a safe landing. And I've already set us up in landing configuration at 65 knots with 20 degrees of flaps.
We're at 72 knots. but
Keep your
that is
aim
going
point on the runway threshold. When you're 10 feet above the runway, it's time to flare.
Okay, so that green thing on our glide path map is the runway threshold. So if we stay within that range, we should come in on a perfect glide slope. We are not in Pomona. This is the training airport that they've always used, Sedona, Arizona. The airport is like up on its own little hill. It's really cool. And we are landing there right now. So we just traveled 600 miles from our home airport to do this training mission. So we have not maintained 65. She never set us up for 65. We're good there now. No problem. $500. Christ, she didn't set us up. She set us up with no throttle.
Reduce throttle to idle. Now, focus on the end of the runway and pull back slightly on the yoke to aim the nose just above it.
Yeah.
Nice. Now, apply the brakes progressively to slow us down and bring the plane to a stop. Use rudder pedals to stay on the center line. You did well, but you can do better.
You can do better. Set me up properly.
Keep in mind that approaching the runway at the right speed is key to a good landing.
Right, so set me up properly. Jesus. Alright. Training complete. I don't know if we'll get a grade on that. I got a B. Not bad. It's passing. I just bumped the flag. So landing's really the only part that I don't get. I really only know how to land with ILS. So, visual landing, not my cup of tea. But we are going to take our private pilot license. We need a certain certification. What certification? Alright, we're going to take the exam. So we just spent 2,000 credits to take this exam. It's one time though, so if we fail and we need to take it again, we can take it again for free. Alright, so time to pass your private pilot license is your ticket to the world of aviation. You will need to complete a standard traffic pattern, follow the flight plan, apply what you learned in your training, fly safely, and renew your license. Traffic patterns are generally flown at an altitude of 1,000 feet above ground level. Each section of the pattern is referred to as a leg. So we have takeoff, initial climb, downwind, base, and final, and then landing. We're going to do this with no clouds. And we're going to start. Here we go.
It's time. Your first EverCheck ride. Start by removing the covers and chocks. Then join me inside.
Alright, so we're going to start by removing the covers. I hate the sensitivity. This, we're going to remove the chocks. My mouse, it sucks. Sorry if I keep bumping the microphone. I have to reach under the microphone stand to get to my mouse. Alright. Static port cover. We're gonna remove the port cover. And remove the pilot cover. Press right bumper down D-pad to complete the startup procedure. Quicker engine startup, here we go.
Your goal is to complete a left-hand traffic pattern, respecting the flight path and all required speeds.
Okay, you need to tell me.
Rely on what you have learned in your trainings, and you'll be fine. Now, show me the best traffic pattern that you've got.
Okay, we're gonna press left on the D-pad to get
Ramona Ground Cessna, November 5, Niner 624 ready to taxi east departure.
Cessna November 5 Niner 624 taxi. 2, and hold short of runway 27 via taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 119er. 875 when ready.
Okay. Acknowledge.
Taxi to and hold short runway 27 using taxiway Alpha Cessna 624.
Press bumper and X to release the brakes. And we're gonna
Tower Cessna, November 5, 90624 ready at runway 27 East departure.
Cessna November 5, 962 for altimeter 29er. 902 departure to the east approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Cleared for takeoff runway 27 Cessna 624.
We're gonna flare the engine, give us a quick second of really high power, and enter the runway. Now this is a private jet rated runway, so it's very long. There are some GA airports that don't have private jets, and the runways are a lot shorter. Here we go. So in our training mission, we're at the first flight. The guy handled rudders for us. Currently, I'm doing rudders, and we are now able to lift off. No flaps either. I'm not sure why. They didn't tell us to do flaps, so I didn't do them. Need to maintain 75. Or it doesn't say maintain 75 knots, it just says climb to 1900 feet.
Cessna 624 continue for east departure.
Ramona Tower Cessna, November 5, 962 for continue for east departure.
We're going through a crosswind end and we need to climb up to 2400 feet. We're on our downwind end now, still climbing. 100 feet left before we reach 2400, which is standard for a traffic pattern. We just descended there first. We need to maintain 2400 feet. Try my best to do that. I really have to do it inside as much as I would love to look outside. If I'm maintaining altitude, I have to look at the bars on the screen.
Ramona Tower Cessna, November 5, 962 for 2400 for to
So on
land.
our crosswind leg, we're looking to reach our downwind leg. Too fast, I'm gonna throttle down.
Cessna November 5, 962 for Ramona Tower. Altimeter 29er. 902 enter right traffic runway 27.
This is
Fly
our
right downwind runway
leg.
27 Cessna
Base
624.
Final approach.
Cessna 624 wind calm, cleared to land runway 27.
Cleared to land runway 27 Cessna 624.
Flaps. I put no clouds, which means there should be no winds. Alright, our glide slope is great. At this point, we're going to do the rest from outside.
Cessna 624 exit runway, when able.
stop at our hold short.
Cessna 624 contact ground on 121.
Going to 121. 65 Cessna 624. Ramona ground Cessna November 5, Niner 624 taxi to parking.
Cessna November 5 Niner 624 taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Alpha.
Clearance.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Alpha Cessna 624.
Parking stand. Parking brake. Alright, we got that done.
Congratulations. You're on your way to become one hell of a pilot.
We passed. We got an A. Only lost 6,500 points. We have just earned our private pilot's license. And we got an achievement for it. So, the private pilot license, certification private pilot license, we passed it. It allows us to fly one single engine airplane in good weather conditions and perform takeoff and landings from land. We just did it, and that is where this very first episode of our Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 career mode comes to an end. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!